Welcome to week 2. We will be checking out small business as a topic, and you'll be asked to do the normal routine when there's not an exam or paper due. You're asked to do 2 discussion board topics and a critique of the chapter. And I'll explain those, and I'll just reiterate why those are so important. Discussion board. I will be lenient the first week. If there's effort, I'll overlook missing these guidelines. Your original post is due by Wednesday evening. It is requested to have opinions and data and statistics within it. Your response to your classmates' post is due 7 days after its first post assigned, or Monday. So you have a few days to do your original post, and then you have the remainder of the week to do your response post. Both are expected to have data and statistics. The chapter critiques, pretty simple. I intentionally make those opinionated because I want you to say, what is he talking about? Or I agree or I don't agree. The critique is asking you to find a couple places in that chapter that you don't agree with me. And you can throw in some real simple support for why you think my opinion is not necessarily correct or why your opinion is different. We live in a gray world, I say, not a black and white, right or wrong. Even your data and stats are not cut and dry. But that said, for the critique, tell me where you may not align your thoughts exactly with myself and give me reasons why for it. But this is very short, brief, and that's part of the discussion board topic and critique each week, which is a big part of your grade. Why are they important? The critiques are only 5 each, but they add up to 75. And the discussion boards add up to 300. 375 is over half the class. Your 2 assignments and your 3 exams are only worth 350. So over half the grade in this class is the critique and discussion boards. So they're important. Why do I do it that way? Well, let's use the Einstein theory. I'm not looking for fancy, tricky, right or wrong type things in this course. I don't think most of us are geniuses. We're mostly in the middle. So the old 99% of success is perspiration, 1% is inspiration. Is that the quote? I think life is a lot of hustle, effort, get out of bed, get the day going, show up, do what you're supposed to do. So that's why the points in this class are not rocket science or difficult to get, but you must do the work. So I call them hustle points. That's my philosophy. What can we learn from small business? Very important topic. I think if we focus more on small business earlier in your business courses, we would scare less people off or you'd have more passion for business as a topic. Small business is different from big business. It's more collaborate versus defeat the enemy. It's more old school grassroots networking and word of mouth. They acknowledge it's a Lego world. You have to buy from different vendors, suppliers, and you do different things for customers. You're not really selling widgets or a commodity. You're delivering results to a customer. Another thing I need to constantly remind myself is big business is important. However, it's much different than small business. Publicly traded companies are run one way, and privately owned companies are run a different way. A small business owner who's not small, but when it's not stockholder money, like in Detroit, I think of the Illich family or Dan Gilbert, they behave much differently with their money because it's real money, it's their money. If you're unlucky enough / lucky enough to go to a fancy business school, do your MBA degree at a prestigious school, I think you'll find the focus is on strategy and corporate. But that's not necessarily business. So we're looking at small business this week. And maybe even more importantly than anything I said, happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The Reverend was a great man, and we're celebrating his holiday on Monday, January 20th. Great quote here. the most important thing in life might be the question, what are you doing for others? I have yet to see a tombstone that says what car you drove, your portfolio's net worth, or how popular you were. What are you really doing for other people? So that's what I think of. This quote was perfect for Dr. MLK Jr. because giving back, when you're gone, giving back is probably the monument you leave behind. So have a great week. Contact me if you have any questions.